Hello, good people. This is Sherry Shine, owner and designer for Sherika Originals Handcrafted Gifts, where we create jewelry for those who are deliberately different. We also create YouTube tutorials to bring out your creative genius. Fabric lovers, we're cutting laser hoop earrings today. We need wood to cut on. I cut my wood about 6 inches wide. We need our fabric and our Mod Podge and our earring findings. I cut my wood and my fabric, and then I attach my fabric to my wood by using the Mod Podge on the wood and the fabric. I'll get my Dollar Tree sponge brushes and let's go. I spread lots of Mod Podge on my wood and my fabric, and I do this on both sides. I'll do one side first and then put the Mod Podge even on the outside of it. Then I'll turn it over and do the same thing on the other side. Put the Mod Podge on the wood and the fabric, and then fold it over and put more Mod Podge on top of it to seal it. I love these batik fabrics that I bought at Michael's. I bought 3 or 4 different patterns that I'm going to use on these earrings now. I'm using 1/8" birch plywood, so I use the medium maple plywood setting in my Glowforge. I also reduced the speed by 5 to make sure that it cuts all the way through my fabric. This design file is available for purchase in my shop. You can find a link to it in the description box for this video. Now that my pieces are cut, I'm going to paint the wood edge that shows. I'm going to paint that gold using this really great gold color paint that I love. There's a link to this paint in the description as well. Now it's time to put the UV resin on. I put the resin around the edges first, and then I fill in the middle. And I let it cure on this side, then I take it out, I turn it over, I do the same thing on the opposite side. I have a 36-watt UV lamp that I use, but I really love the way it comes out when I have a bright sunny day and I can let it cure outside. There's something about that natural sunlight that just makes the finish look a little bit better for me. I recommend wearing gloves when you're working with the resin because it's just a sticky mess. As you see, I'm not taking my own advice. I use the lighter to get the bubbles out. So I do the same thing on the other side. I really like using these silicone trivet pot holders because if there's any overflow of the UV resin, it can go into the little holes instead of pooling under the bottom of your piece. If it pools under the bottom, it's not going to cure and it's going to cause a mess. And there's a link to these in the description. I leave my pieces under the UV light for about 10 minutes. It really doesn't take that long. Now I glue my stud finding on, and first I put regular glue on it, and then I put UV resin on it and put it back into the light because I just want that extra strength that the resin gives it to hold my post on. Here are some of the finished projects. These hoops are large hoops. They are 2 1/4 inches around, but they are very, very light. So they're very easy to wear. This is the hand-painted design that I did. This was the very first one that I made. The pink ones are also a hand-painted design. Well, good people, this is Sherry. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, be blessed.